That's what you're doing.
The moldy bread doesn't spin like Fiji. I miss Fiji. Hi, everyone. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Caleb.
And we're not twins, if you hadn't figured that out by now. Look how awesome and old I look today. I know, you're thinking, what an amazing upgrade to the studio we have here. But we're not in that studio anymore. No, we're on location today.
Yes, we are. We're not in the man cave. We have left the confines of our comfort zone.
But we left Fiji, and I do miss him. He's a good spinner.
Because we want to give you a sneak peek at something that's upcoming, an exciting thing that's happening to Zoll Levitt Presents.
We have a series titled, and I quote, I don't quote, it's about Joshua, my Bible character. I love this guy. We have some amazing things going on this week. We are in this studio. This amazing set behind me has been built after tireless hours of crew members. We have makeup artists. We have costume ladies. I have costumes on, as you can see. This is my natural look and parts of the show this week because I get a chance to play one of my favorite Bible characters,
That's right.
which is Joshua. And we're taking some really pivotal scenes in his life where he gets to make some really cool decisions and face a lot of different things post-Moses
Yeah.
and bring it to you. We are excited because we get to talk about two of our favorite Bible characters this week. Who do you think they may be? That's right. Joshua! That's why I'm playing him. Who's your favorite?
Caleb?
It makes obvious sense, but why is that we love them so much? Well, first of all, we love them because their life centered around faith.
That's right.
When everyone else around them was looking and only seeing the negative in life and seeing the negative possibilities, they were the two that stood up against a nation and said, no, we believe
That's
that
right.
this is what the Lord has for us.
And they nearly got stoned for it.
They did nearly get stoned. These are the people that they're like, it's their family. And they were so afraid that they tried to end their life for standing up for the truth. And that's something that's very important that you have to do nowadays.
You know, Joshua is a messianic prototype in the Bible. In fact, his
Whoa,
name...
whoa. What is a messianic prototype, and why did I not learn this on the SAT?
A man, an emulation of Messiah, a figure of Messiah yet to come.
Uses a big word to describe a big word.
Let's just look at Joshua's name in the Bible. You know, originally his name was Hoshea. And we look in the book of Numbers 13:16, it says, Moses gave Hoshea, the son of Nun, the name Joshua. Now, Hoshea means salvation. Joshua, or Yehoshua in Hebrew, means Yahweh is salvation. Which is interesting because, you know, Joshua, we have a nickname, is Josh. Well, Yehoshua, the nickname in Hebrew, is Yeshua. How do we know that?
Which means Jesus.
Which means Jesus. How we know that? We know that because
Pretty cool.
in Nehemiah 8:17, it uses the name Yeshua ben Nun to reference Joshua. And that was the short form that was adopted later on in Yeshua's time.
So clearly I did pick the best Bible character because he's Joshua and Jesus.
That's true. But when you look at Joshua's life, the amazing things that he did, the Battle of Gibeon, making the sun and the moon stand still, taking on Hazor and Jericho, it's his first battle that I think really draws an important parallel that we need to focus on, and that's in Exodus 17. We see that when the Israelites were first coming out of Egypt, that they were attacked by the Amalekites. And Moses chose Joshua to lead in the Battle of Rephidim.
Now can you imagine this? First time out, first battle.
Yes.
And Moses, your leader, places it all on the new guy, Joshua. And he's facing some pretty gnarly dudes, if I recall, yeah?
The Amalekites were fierce, and they were trained in warfare, but they gained the victory. And it's interesting that after that, the Lord said to Moses, write this on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven. Now Moses built an altar and called it, The Lord is my banner. He said, because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation. Well, what's the importance of this? Yahweh Nisi, or Jehovah Nisi, the Lord is my banner. The banner, or of a standard or of a flag, went before the army into battle. That was the name of the people that proclaimed the kingdom, the God that protected those people. That's who the Lord is to us, isn't it?
It is who he is to us. And God chose to use that first battle of Joshua's, the rookie, if you will, to establish that name for himself for the rest of mankind.
And to encourage Joshua so that Joshua would one day read back that scripture and say, hey, this is not my battle, this is the Lord's battle. You read several times in Scripture, God said, take courage, Joshua, be of good courage. Joshua is just an ordinary man doing extraordinary things.
And I think that's something we forget sometimes. We look at these characters in the Bible, and it's very easy to look at them for their high points and say, these guys did amazing things. I could never do anything like that. And we get so focused on the negative aspects of our life, and we give up prematurely. Joshua had this moment where he could have given up,
That's
and
right.
he was failing. And the Lord said, no, not only am I going to support you, but I'm going to come in here and show you a new name for myself and my support for you. And this spawned in Joshua a faith. It birthed a faith in him that took him through the rest of his life.
That's right.
He stopped time. Who else in history has ever stopped time with faith? That's kind of a big deal.
That's right, because it says in Scripture, and the Lord obeyed the voice of Joshua. Joshua told the sun to stop. God didn't tell Joshua to do it. Joshua chose to do it, and God listened.
So be encouraged at home. We have an amazing series coming to you on the life of Joshua.
Yeah.
But his life, along with all the other lives in the Bible, are something that God gave us in this Bible so that you could understand that you, every one of you, has a calling. Every one of you has the same measure of faith.
That's right.
And every one of you can speak to that mountain and believe in your heart and have it removed. All you have to do is stand and believe in a good report in faith and not give in to fear.
That's Joshua. And as Joshua said in Scripture, choose you this day whom you will serve.
Hold on. I think it's only fair for me to say my line.
Fine.
Choose you this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh,
Don't eat the moldy bread, though. It's horrible.
I'm sure Fidji would stop by now.
See you later. It is bad.